Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Yeah, you can see package has arrived for me today, and well, actually it arrived yesterday, and you can see scissors there and my old crappy grey blanket, which is stopping the reflection of my dining room table in my dining room at the moment. So this could only mean one thing, an unboxing. So I think I know what this thing is. I have actually ordered quite a few things recently, so I think I know what this is. You guys already do. If you're watching this video, you'll see it in the title. So let's get this thing open. Okay. Just move this box out of the way. Get this bubble wrap off. It's in the electronics bag. Okay, let's just be careful with this. Okay, here we have the board. So I've got this camera, it's the camera of my phone, mobile phone, actually on the tripod. I've just picked the tripod up so I give you guys a closer look, but yeah, this is it. This is the Konami board. We can see there, it says Konami. I will need to check this online because there are a lot of bootleg boards going around, but the fact that these have all got the Konami chips on, it should be okay. So this is just like a circuit board, a PCB, and typical arcade board. And I do have some plastic feet that I'll secure to this so that I can put this safely in my arcade cab. This is going to go in the Sega Astro City, but you can see there, looks like something's been soldered onto this jammer edge here, so I don't know exactly what that is. The seller said that it works, so that's okay. Here we have turn it around this way. Here we have, this is the two-player Asian version of the of this board, and yeah, this game is Vendetta. I should have said that at the beginning. It was known as also Crime Fighters 2, so the sequel to Crime Fighters. Now, they're side-scrolling beat-em-up arcade games published by Konami, and I do actually like playing Crime. Well, I do like Crime Fighters, the original, but it's so damn hard. It really is. It's so unforgiving and so difficult. I personally find it is, but maybe that's because I'm just shit at games. But I do enjoy playing it every now and then. But this is the one. This is a sequel, and this was released in, I believe, 1991. So the original was released 2 years previous, 1989. There's a big difference in terms of graphics, sound, and gameplay. This is far superior in my opinion, and. But this was actually marketed internationally as just a standalone game. Vendetta was, as no relation to the original. and it is very different from the original. But I just love this game, and I love these games from Konami. To be honest with you, they did some great ones. I believe that they did. They released the Simpsons and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so they had some great games around that time, some sort of side-scrolling beat-em-up action games. But this game, Vendetta, was censored in countries outside of the Asian market. In particular, the US. It was released in basically a censored form, but then other countries it was released uncensored. So I think it's one of the earlier levels. Could be level 2 or 3, but I could have that wrong. And there's leather-clad guys, so they're S&M style guys, and what they do is they try and grab hold of you, and then they try to pretty much hump your leg and lick you, and if you get knocked down, they land on top of you, jump on top of you, and start humping you again and trying to lick you again. And also there was a dog enemy character that did something similar, trying to hump your leg. So obviously, because of that, the sexual nature of it was censored outside of the Asian market in most countries, in particular the USA. So they got a censored version of it. There were also, like the Simpsons, X-Men, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there were 2-player versions and 4-player versions of this board. If we can see there, this is the Asian release, so this is a full uncensored version. So that ROM chip's been put on there, and this is a 2-player version. The guy was meant to pack in the original 4-player ROM as well, but just looking at, here we go. He has, so yeah, this is just slotted, I presume. Yeah, so it's not, so this can just, you just put a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver down there and lift that up and put in this one if I wanted the 4-player ROM, which I believe would be the censored version as well from what he said. So I'm not too bothered about that. I've got the 2-player Asian release there. I've only got a 2-player arcade machine, so the Astro City. So this will go in the Astro City. But yeah, there's just another look at the board. You've got all the chips on there. Really happy to have this. This is one of my favourite arcade beat-em-ups. I did do a gameplay video of this, albeit on the Pandora's box a while ago, and really enjoyed playing through this game. It was quite a good playthrough, really. So I'm looking forward to playing the real thing, really, and that's why I pick up these arcade PCBs. Yes, you can emulate all these games, and the emulation's pretty good. It ran pretty good on the Pandora's box, and there's no doubt that I probably won't be able to tell the difference between this version and the Pandora's box version. You know, I do notice a lot of screen tearing on those games, which, you know, you shouldn't get running on the actual original hardware, but that's why I picked these up. I just like to get the genuine, authentic, original experience. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go over to the Astro City and we'll get this hooked up. Okay, guys, we're at the Astro City now, in my study area, and I've unplugged the Pandora's box 4 that I have in there from the J&X Atlas adapter that I have in there. And what this does, pretty much, it's got the voltmeter there, but it also enables me to use things like the Pandora's box devices in this arcade machine, because even though they are jammer, they're like known as sort of a Chinese jammer, so it's slightly different. So you get one of these converters from J&X, and It enables you to use the things like the Pandora's box correctly. So this device just plugs into your jammer connector on your jammer harness on your arcade cabinet. This one's pretty old. I think it's the original one, needs replacing at some point. But I generally leave this this JNX Atlas jammer adapter plugged in permanently, to be honest with you, even when I don't have the Pandora's box 4 and other Chinese devices like that plugged in. But we've got the CPS2 kick harness there. That gives you the extra kick buttons for things like Street Fighter and things like that, and that's wired straight through to the control panel, so that's pretty good. And we can see there that I've plugged in the Vendetta board. You can see here, points round, I've put these plastic feet. I got these off of eBay, pretty cheap, got a pack of 30 of them. So it just enables the board to, if I want to affix it inside the arcade machine on this board, it means I can just screw it straight to that. But generally I either put the arcade PCBs when I'm playing them, because I have several inside the arcade machine, or just leave it out if my kids aren't around, put it to the side or whatever. And it's good to have these plastic feet. I've left it on this anti-static, looks like a computer motherboard anti-static bag, so I've left it on that anyway. But I've plugged that in. Also there, guys, you can probably see there's a little switch. It's set to jammer at the moment, but you can switch it over to ELF, which it was on when the Pandora's box was plugged in. Now, generally, when you're not using the things like Pandora's box, and you're using just general jammer PCBs, you are meant to move that over to the jammer, which it's on now. Now, when I tested the CPS2 arcade PCBs in this machine, and I left that connected, I actually forgot to switch it over to jammer. It was still on ELF. Now, I'm not sure whether that made any difference. I hope I didn't damage anything. They seem to be running okay. And what that does is it still enables this voltmeter, but it just turns it into just a normal just a jammer harness, I suppose, or jammer connector, just exactly the same as this. So that's what you want. So I've got that all connected. What I'm going to do is switch on the machine, and hopefully it will all power up. Okay, I've placed the board inside there. I've not mounted it onto this wooden board that's inside these machines. I was going to, but I'll tend to swap my collection of PCBs out when I want to play them, so there was no point. So it's just rested in there. You can hardly see that actually, but lighting's pretty bad. But anyway, I've figured out how to put credits in this. If we can look down here, this is the coin mechanism, and I looked online, and this is where the coin drops and activates, hits this wire here to let the machine know that a credit's been put in. So if we do this, just pull it down, you can see my credits going up. So yeah, it's annoying that the Astro City hasn't actually got a credit button actually on the machine. It's just got a player 1 and 2 start, so that's a little bit annoying. Or a free play option on the actual arcade PCB itself. I've adjusted the settings on my camera, on the phone camera, the shutter speed and everything people suggested to be able to film this CRT monitor properly. You've still got a line going up and down, so it's not perfect, but at least now you can sort of see that a little bit better. Okay, let's all the characters here. So we'll do a little bit of gameplay just on the Astro City to show it's all working on this. I know I've already shown you guys the board running on the Neo Geo MVS 4-slot machine. Oh no, should have picked the health up. I just love playing this game though. It's it is an excellent game. I mean, I've been trying to since I filmed the gameplay on the Neo Geo 4-slot arcade machine. I have actually been playing this one, and I just really enjoy playing this game. I have played through it completely, so the whole thing works. Not sure why I picked this character though. I suppose because I've not used him before. Do prefer the other character. Killed him quite easily. Can't beat a shotgun.
Oh, wanted the shotgun again. Oh, that's good. Oh no. Balls of steel. Okay, let's use this guy. Good old knee to the head. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I thought that was the end of the level, but it isn't, is it? Oh, they always get me. I can never get out of that. I don't like that about this game, that your weapon, you only get limited use out of it. I think you should be able to continue using it until it gets knocked out of your hand and then disappears, but not through excessive use. There we go. Missing link. It's great that you can hit them when they're down. You get okay, I'll show you a bit of this level, guys, because this is the part that was censored outside of Asia, really, in most countries, in particular the US. Okay, so it's these funny guys who try to, well, who do sort of dry hump your leg. So I'm not sure in the uncensored version what they changed it to. I've only played this, sorry, in the censored version what they changed it to. I've only played this uncensored version, so I don't know. But if you get knocked to the ground, they jump on top of you as well. I'm a bit reluctant to whip those guys actually, because they probably enjoy it, but kills them quite quickly. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty good. Keep grabbing hold of her. Oh. Just wanted my weapon back. They're quite tough, those guys. Loads of health. He killed himself. That's good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you've got to fight these two brothers now, I do believe. Who's the other one? There he is. Little and large. You kill one of them and the other one dies.
So I'm going to stop that there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Vendetta Arcade PCB. Really glad to have this in my collection. This is going to be in the arcade machine for quite some time. And I hope to do a complete gameplay video of this running on this Sega Astro City in the near future. Okay, cheers for watching, guys. Bye.